Okay, so yesterday I did a video and it was all about how I got to number 1 in Arena, or at least got there for a little bit. So what I wanted to do was just talk about what happened and how I got there, necessarily across the entire time Crimson's been active. So this is talking from March 2019 to now. Now, I've tried recording this video once and I went on for 20 minutes rambling, so I'm going to try and be a bit more concise this time. So let's just get into it. Okay, so this is the Arena team I'm running right now, and we've got JKR, we've got Bastila, we've got GMY, and we've got Jolie, and we've got Kenobi. I might have repeated one of them names. Now, the one thing that I'm pleased about regarding this team is my JKR. So if I just dip in a second, open up JKR, I was quite lucky. I managed to get a God mod. I've got 303 speed. I think I'm one of the fastest in my shard, if not the fastest, so I'm quite pleased with that. And it's just made a bit of a difference when it comes to mods. I mean, this is the one that I'm talking about. I got plus 22. It's not a great one. I know you can get plus 25 and more, but considering the mods on the rest of my sets, I've got plus 21 there as well, so there were two pretty good God mod ones. Maybe not super God, but, you know, we did alright. Combine that with the fact that before I got JKR, I got 3 relics in Bastila, GMY, Jolie, 2 5s and a 4. It feels like I was already halfway there. Now, I wish I could show this more clearly, but if you were to look on my swgoh.gg page, before I got JKR, I was averaging around the 100 mark on Arena. It wasn't that great, let's be honest. Now, if I show you this, let's go into Squad Arena. Prizes. This is round about where I was averaging, so I was getting either 75 or 100 crystals a day. Compared to now, where I finished 4th today and I got them for 350, and yesterday I finished 2nd and got 450. That is a massive difference. 800 crystals in 2 days compared to what down here would have taken me a week, at least. So it's a massive difference, and it does make me wonder, when CG recently were asked about if they were thinking about diversifying the crystal income for Arena, if this is what they were talking about. Because there were doubters. With reason, you know, CG have done some awkward things which, you know, if they ever heard this video, I would like to talk to them about stuff like that have been going on in the game lately. But in general, there have been things that have made the player base uneasy, or at least the vocal majority of the player base uneasy. As far as the Hyperdrive bundle, we've got a lot of awkward things regarding gear and relics, and I am curious if that could be a free-to-play friendly thing to try and increase the crystal income for people, not necessarily making it so that everyone gets a load of crystals every day, but I can imagine there are people who are down here in the 50 to 100 mark, or 50 to 200 mark, who value GAC more because they can get more crystals just from that in the long run by winning it. So that is one thing that I'm thinking of, and it's because of this I'm making this video. I have pretty much got one team right now, my Arena team. So I've already shown it, that's my Arena team. Go into Grand Arena and it gets a little bit more, I wouldn't say bad, but sketchy. I got 125k for this. I put Plo in because I wanted to split it up for GAC if I wanted to. But once we go down to my next best team, it's Old Republic, all with Zetas, but 1, 2, 3 not maxed starred. I mean, Candrass is laughable. So, they won't really pack a punch in GAC. They might tickle someone, they might catch someone off guard, but anyone who takes that seriously will beat it. Going down, then we've got an Empire team with no Zetas and pretty low gear in some cases. I mean, Throne and Vader is laughable. Then we've got Phoenix. It's a little bit bad actually how high I took them. I mean, the gear 8, but yeah, it's not good. 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. So, really could have taken them less. And the worst bit is, I'm actually tempted to take Hera just a little bit higher because she's not doing well in that event that runs today. Is it Secrets and Shadows? Yeah, she doesn't run well in this. I mean, what I'll do is I'll put this on the back. Alright, alright, I was going to put it on the background, but I can't do the rest of the video if I do that. So, after that, I've got my imps. Still proud of my imps. They do well against some teams, but they're not really doing that great besides, so I really need to put more gear into them soon as well. Geo's my next priority. I'm going to actually alter that because I don't use Magna Guard. I use Newt and where's Poggle? Is he up here? Yeah. Because that's the team I use. And that might be a little higher, yeah. That's 79k power, so they are actually my second best team now. So go on, take your rightful place. But yeah, Newt's a good leader for Sepp, so I thought I'll invest in him, and he's done alright for me. It's actually quite surprising though that they are doing as well as they are. But yeah, after that we got bounty hunters that I haven't really worked on. And this is where I wanted to make the video about. I haven't got squad depth. So I have got, let's have a look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teams. And I'm saying 11 very lightly there because if I put either of these three down on defense, I am basically saying to my opponent, here's a win. And I don't like doing that. So really these three shouldn't see the light of day, at least currently. So really I've got about 8 teams, and I'm lucky because if it's 5v5s I only have to place 4 teams down, so that's 4 down for defense, 4 on for offense. So as it stands, I can afford to put this down for defense, this down for defense, this and this. Or that, you know, I've got options. But the question is, what happens when you come up against a few challenging teams? By this, I'm going to show you a shard mate. Unfortunately, I can't tell you his name because it is a foreign language. If someone wants to translate it for me, feel free to put it in the comments. But I've thought of this guy's Regulus because of the guild name for a long time, and his roster is very strong. I mean, we've got 3.8 million GP. He started at the same time as me, don't forget. Relic 7s, all the way down to JKR down here. That is a lot of monetary investment because there is no way he did this free to play. If he did, I really want to know how he did it. Boy, like that. He's got General Skywalker at 6 stars, 4 Zetas, and just waiting to put the final gear piece on. So he is heavily invested in this game. I mean, the number of relics here is envious. And I'll give him credit. He's got a few interesting team comps. I mean, I'm sure I've seen him in the last couple of days put down this Revan team. He's put down General Skywalker. He's put down Padme. So he does mix it up. He doesn't keep one defense, which means that as far as me attacking, I have to mix my strategy every time I see him. I was a little upset actually because the other day he put his General Skywalker down and I really wanted to see if my JKR team could take it. But unfortunately I didn't. So I'm giving this guy as an example because I wouldn't get drawn against him in Grand Arena. He's in Division 3, I'm in, let's have a look, I think I'm in Division 8. Yeah, I'm in Division 8. At least that's the last time I was anyway. So there's no way we get drawn together, but there are going to be people who've spread their resources wider. So they may have, say, Gear 8 Jedi. They might have Gear 8 Empire, Sith, Bounty Hunters, Ewoks. Point being, they have more factions built up, but they aren't exactly powerful. And this is where the interesting bit comes in. When do you say stop? And I'm at this point now. General Kenobi. He needs 9 more of them, and I think he needs 41 of them. Once that's done, he's in relics. I plan to take him to at least relic 5, and then I'm tempted to leave him, although I might go further and get all of my Jedi team to relic 7. Depends how I'm feeling about the gear. But besides that, I'm working on my Geos as well. And I want to get my Revan team set up, so Juani, Karth, Canderous, HK, Bastila Fallen, they're all in my favourites. They're all in my sightlines. So at that point you have to say to yourself, I'm focusing on this legendary team. I can't really afford to give my bounty hunters, my Imperial troopers, I can't afford to give them gear. So it is a difficult juggling act, and the only thing I can advise is, how comfortable are you with the teams you've got currently? It's like, for example, I've been talking about my GAC squads, and I'm actually quite comfortable right now because whilst it's full to put down, I feel like I've got enough. I mean, I'm revealing my hand a little bit here, but even if I go into 3v3s, I feel like I've got enough to put down because there's nothing there that's makes me go, oh god, I haven't thought about this. And that really is it. I'm not too worried about what I'm putting down because I feel like I've got enough still. I mean, it's like here, I've got quite a few squads that, okay, they won't be overpowered, but they'll still do a job for me. It's like this, Padme, GK, and Ahsoka. That isn't a great team. I mean, Padme's Gear 7, Ahsoka Gear 11 with Zeta, GK hopefully will be Gear 13 soon. But it's not going to stop someone who's actually got a powerful enough squad to knock Padme out. As soon as she's out, well, even just realised without Zeta, it's going to be easier to take them out. So it's an alright team, but it's not going to knock anyone down. And I think this is where we're at. That I'm okay with my squad depth, but I know I need to improve it. And it all depends what your focus is. My focus has been squad arena for a while. I wanted to make sure I got to the top, which I have done. But now I want to make sure that my roster's depth is good. So I'm going to try and keep used to my squad arena income and strengthen my squads. So I want to get my Revan team set up. I want to get my Geos geared up to at least Relic 5. That's 2 priorities in the very short term, whilst also keeping my Jedi team topped up. If I was lower down the arena though, if relics were all above me, and I hadn't got any other option, I can't say I would still be doing that. I might top them up a bit to be competitive to make sure I don't drop, but I'd probably be building up my other squads to get more teams. It's like I would love to be farming First Order right now on both accounts, but I always need to do something else. So First Order are like the neglected cousins that you never go to speak to. So maybe one day I'll get down to farming them properly, but for now they're sort of hanging back. And that's the question you have to ask yourself. Is your arena position weak enough that you think to yourself, alright, I'll strengthen my squad so I can do better in GAC? Or is it, if you've got one team that could push you higher in arena, and you can actually then push high in arena and get an income from arena? I have no answer for you because it is a case of you have to decide watching this. But I hope I can show you the rewards that come from it, because the last thing I'm going to show you before I finish this video is how this squad evolved. So if I go down here, I'm just going to get a blank squad up. I started with Phoenix. That was my first priority when I finished from Farm Boy Luke and all those others. So I had my Phoenix team here, and I ran them for about 2-3 months, maybe longer. And then a guildmate was running Jedi, and I thought, I've got to go to Jedi, he's running miles ahead of me. So let's get these 3 out. Go to Jedi. And the original Jedi I ran were Bastila, I ran Flo, and at times I put Juani in, but she didn't do too great long run. So I believe for a while it was... who was it? Let's put Ahsoka in there because I can't remember. But the idea is you take out those who don't work for you in the long run. So GMY comes in. Once you get your Jedi to 7-star, you unlock GMY, you go straight into your team. Then Ezra pops out, and it's General Kenobi I went for. And it's the idea you just gradually tinker with it. So this team did me okay for a while. Oh, I forgot Jolene, no wonder that's who I forgot. I knew I was missing one of them when I put Yoda in. But yeah, so essentially I thought, okay, Plo, I like Plo. I think he's got an underrated ability here. Take charge, grant Jedi allies 50% turn meter. But there was a point when I thought I can't justify keeping him in the arena team for that alone, so I put Ahsoka in. And for a while that was my arena team for about 2-3 months. Kept me around the top 100. And then as soon as I got Revan, it was a case of bye-bye, and we're up to the present day. And for me, that's what you have to assess. if you're starting now and you've got this progression where you can go from one team to another to another to a meta team, I would focus on that one team. However, if you've started in a shard and then left it a bit and you're coming back, I would actually alter. I would focus on building your roster. My Temin account, it was JT, I've changed the name to Temin. I really did enjoy working on it for a while, but I realised my squads were all over the place. I got this type of squad, and I never had a focus. And that's what I feel like I've got now. I've focused on CLS Rebels, and it's working well for me. That's what I ask you. If you've got a good squad, if you've got something that you feel confident in, keep it. Because even if you feel like you aren't going far in arena, make sure that the one squad you're working on, you finish. So my CLS team, I want to at least get them all to gear 13. I want that to be a strong team. Once they've got a few relics, I might stop, but I'm on relic 5 for CLS, relic 4 for Radar, and I'm trying to get R2 currently to gear 13. Once I've got Chewie and C-3PO up to the same level, I will then peter off a little bit because I've got other priorities after that, obviously. But I know I can't get to number 1 in the arena. General Anakin Skywalker's up there. So my priority is building other squads as well. I'm working on Night Sisters on the side, I'm working on Ewoks obviously for C-3PO, so I am building up my roster. And that's what I'd advise you to do. If you can't focus on one team like I did here, build your roster out. Get little factions built, give them Zetas, just try and power them up so that even if they're only gear 8, gear 9, someone in GAC will think, hang on, that's a pretty strong squad still. They'll have to take something equally strong in. I mean, Ewoks, unless they've got a relatively well-starred and geared nest, they're going to have to take something good in, because I underestimate Ewoks. So, I think I'll leave it there because I am rambling again. I'm on 18 minutes nearly. So, I'm curious what you guys think. How are you doing in Arena right now? How long have you been playing? And if you were in my shoes, would you be doing something different? Other than that though, I want to thank you for watching this. For some reason that clip wasn't playing for a second there we go. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will try and do less talky videos because I've been rambling, but if you enjoyed the musings, hit the like button as I've said. Other than that, thanks for watching. See you folks. Bye for now.